channel where the Battaglia tribe shares our adventures of what it's like to live in our tiny house on wheels, what it's like to pursue our dreams of owning our own businesses, and what it's like to do all of those things while dealing with a chronic illness. So today I decided to film from inside our tiny house because I just didn't feel like going anywhere today. And when you look at me from the outside, I look like a normal 24-year-old. I should be, this is like my great years. I should be having the time of my life. I never ever would have thought that I would wake up one day and just not feel normal again. Like I said, on the outside, I look healthy, but it is a struggle to live in my body. I don't like to show when I'm in pain. I don't like to tell people exactly what I'm going through, and I think I'm not alone in that. I believe a lot of Spoonies, a lot of people that deal with a chronic illness always have a sense of shame for what they have to deal with, for the limitations that are put on us, not by our own doing, but because of our sickness. It's something that makes you question your self-worth, and when it's something that other people can't see, and to them there's not a reason of why you feel like this, or why you can't hang out today, or you can't whatever, you can't go to the beach tomorrow. If they can't see a reason, it's hard for them to understand, and it puts all of this guilt and self-doubt and questions about yourself and your mind, and it's hard to deal with. I think that by me staying quiet about what I really go through, about what it's really like to live in my body on a daily basis, it has kept some people from understanding this, even those ones who want to and are close to me. It has kept them from being able to understand how hard it is, and how not only my life but my husband's life and our relationship has changed so much since our focus has basically been what is making me sick and how do I get better. I don't have a diagnosis. Come November 1st is open enrollment, and we will be getting health insurance, and that's something that we have struggled with and put off, and finally through prayer and lots of research we believe we have found a plan, and come November 1st we will be purchasing a health insurance plan, and we'll be starting the whole doctor's visits and specialists and procedures over again, and doing it the right way this time. So I'm just gonna share a little bit. I'm gonna be honest and open, which is a little bit scary because my monthly cycle, leading me to believe that it is endometriosis. So some of my very basic things that I have kind of on a very regular basis is pain. A lot of pain and discomfort, pressure, mainly on my right side, in my abdomen and down into my pelvis. Some days it's completely tolerable, to the point where the average person wouldn't even know that I was in pain. Other days it's a little more noticeable, changes my facial expressions. Some days I can wake up and my husband can just look at me and say, "Oh, you don't feel good today, do you?" And sometimes he just knows. Other times I literally can't function through the pain. I have to be in bed with my heating pad that is like my best friend. This thing is pretty much with me all the time. If it's not this, then I I use icy hot, whatever I can do, massage, essential oils, ice packs, pretty much anything that you can do to help alleviate some of the pain. And almost some of it is more of a mental thing. If I can manage to keep my mind off of it and, you know, get lost into a book or into a movie or something simple where I'm not just thinking about the pain, it can help. I have a lot of bloating to the point where I can't wear jeans some days. It's too painful, or I can't even button jeans. Some of my other symptoms are lovely bathroom symptoms, where I have to run to the bathroom and it better be right there and it better be open and you better stay out of my way because I'm going to be in there for a while. And it's not just a normal, oh, I have to go to the bathroom and it's an emergency. It's a whole attack episode of nausea and pain and sweating and feeling like I'm gonna pass out, and hot flashes and cold sweats and chills, and it's horrific. And then when it is finally over, I'm just completely exhausted. That is probably one of the most frustrating symptoms that I have, is this chronic fatigue. And it's not just oh, I'm tired, I need a couple extra hours of sleep, or oh, I need to take a nap and I'll feel better. It's this drainage of every ounce of energy I have in my body is just completely gone, and I can hardly even keep my head up. There are just some days that are so hard. Some of my symptoms I don't even know how to put into words. I have a journal that I try my hardest to write everything down and make them make sense, so that I can, when I do get a doctor, I can show them and say, look, this is what's going on, this is my life, I need help, because it is affecting my daily life. I struggle with my self-worth, because I went from these dreams of getting married, you know, being engaged, to a wonderful man who I looked so forward to being his wife, and staying home and taking care of the house and cooking and cleaning and taking all these chores and weight and responsibility off of him so that he can go out and, you know, work and not have to deal with all the other stresses. And I can't do that. He does everything and more, and it just makes me feel worthless. This sickness takes control away from me, and I hate it, and it is hard to deal with. So if you yourself struggle with an illness, or you know someone who struggles with a chronic illness, I just encourage you, if you are that person, to be kind to yourself. I know that I can say some terrible things about myself, about my own body, because there are days that I hate it. I hate living in this torture chamber. I don't understand why it has turned on me the way it has, and sometimes it's not okay with me. But I feel like we have to find ways to make it okay, because that is not a healing environment for ourselves. You have to love and nurture and take care of yourself when you have a chronic illness. It is so important, because you are fighting 10 times harder than the average person to do normal daily things. If you are a person who knows someone with a chronic illness, be kind to them. Please, the absolute worst thing you can do to someone like me, to a Spoonie, is to make them feel like they have to prove they are sick to you.